and true fans thing, and this idea of Periscope is catching on so quick and has like a fast adoption rate like we like with the lean startups. And one of the things that I think I'm most interested in now for both you and myself is helping you build your Periscope tribe. And the truth is I've been at this for 4 or 5 weeks and been nonstop at it 10, 15, 20 times a day. And you know, I notice patterns, I notice data, and it is working, it is building. It's just something you just got to keep at. It's not something you can just do like once every other day. I mean, you got to keep at it and just keep doing them, even if you're doing some 2-minute ones and 5-minute ones. The reason is there's so much discovery going on Periscope right now. So there seems to be this, like, the followers that are getting your push notifications, but then there's also the new people with the new discovery part of it. And what's really interesting is the new discovery part of it is actually it's a very large crowd. And it's brought to you from the Periscope network, maybe from the novelty of it all right now. Thank you guys all for joining. But it's very interesting, and I'm having a hard time even putting it in words how fast it's moving. But the best way I'd explain is as you keep doing these and you keep getting more followers, that's no surprise that you're going to get more followers as you do more of these. What happens is you now get a larger list of followers that is a larger list of people that get push notifications. So it's just a numbers game. So if you have 100 or 200 or 500 followers and you go live, there is some momentum to it. So sometimes when you go live, people are like, oh, I wasn't ready yet. So you do like a quick one for like a minute, just kind of as a warm up. And then sometimes you come back 2 to 3 minutes later and do the real one. And now that push notification, they are ready. And keep in mind, you had 100 or 200 people, so now they got, you might have got 10 people or 15 people that jumped on because it's a numbers game, right? But here's the thing, you're still going to get the new discovery of people, and you're still going to get the new people just like anyone else would get. But I would argue that you're actually even going to get more of the new discovery people on the top because you have all those push notifications and people show up instantly. Here's what I think is happening is it's a numbers game again. So if you have 50 to 100 recent followers and 7 or 10 jump on right away because of the numbers are in your favor, what happens is, if you've noticed on Periscope, when you go down the list, first of all, most of the headlines are terrible. So have a good headline and you already beat everybody else. But as you're going down the list, most of them are like, oh yeah, there's 1 or 2 people watching that one. Nobody wants to watch one where 1 or 2 people are watching it. They want to go on the ones where there's 6 or 7 or 10 or maybe even your better chance of hearts, which also puts you up in the rank. And it's compounding and getting traction from all these different metrics. It didn't even happen 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago. Like, I didn't just constantly have 6 or 7 or people are constantly coming in to call it a room or call it whatever. On Periscope, what's going on Periscope? I see all these 1s and 2s on here. I don't want to go into that. But what's this one with 6, 7, 8, 10 people in it? And it's just social proof. It's got to be like something going on that everybody's. I mean, people can't be wrong. It's the same thing with download.com. It's like, I want to download antivirus, but I want to download the one that everyone else has downloaded. You know, I'm driving in the neighborhood. There's 2 restaurants, one on the left side, one on the right side. I want to go to the restaurant where everybody's parked. They must be right. It's the herd mentality or the sheep or whatever, where they just say, I want to go and do what everyone else is doing. They must be right. I don't want to make a mistake. So what you want to do is you want to just keep doing them, because you need to get that core base of the push notifications where you get the social proof of everyone on here. And then I think you'll automatically get the new people just like anyone else. But I now think you'll get even more new people because, well, I should say, as long as you can keep, I always like to use the analogy plate spinning. Maybe that's not a good analogy, but as long as you can keep the plate spinning, keep people's attention. So if I'm on here for 10 minutes and I keep 7 to 10 people on here for 10 minutes, well, what happens is in that 10 minutes, you're increasing your probability that more people are going to come on to Periscope for the day in that 10-minute timeline. and be the new people that are discovering what's out there. So that's another reason why you want to keep people's attention. So, and also I would say too is usually you want to talk quick. Moving very quickly nowadays. The guys that I'm following, Alex Pettit, at Alex Pettit with 4 T's, at Mark Shaw. Some of the guys I'm following, those guys from the UK, they talk super fast, they move super fast, and I might have lost my connection, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about some other stuff I got going on, and I'll catch you guys later. What's a good time limit for a first scope? Well, I think you should the first time, just go do as many scopes as you can. I mean, I think you should test 1 and 2 minute scopes, and then I think you should also test 10-minute scopes. I can tell you with absolute certainty that there's absolutely a pattern to getting more people on. Thank you for all the hearts. When you do longer scopes, you get more people on. You just absolutely do. But I'll also tell you this. A guy that has the perfect headline for 3 minutes will get more people than somebody that has a bad headline for 20 minutes. So it's not completely all about the time that you're on. A lot of it has to do with the headline. I've been doing headlines with push notifications and how to save your periscopes and some of those tricks. And if they're very specific, they solve a problem, it's very periscope specific, those headlines are getting so many people to jump in. I would say I get 10 people in the first 20 seconds. And because I get 10 people in the first 20 seconds, it just, everybody jumps in, and you end up getting like well over 40 people on there. So go ahead and try it. How do you push notify? Push notify, you don't have to worry about it. I guess the reason I'm telling you it is as you know, when you get an email, as you get Twitter notifications, people favorite your stuff on Twitter and everything. You get a notification on your phone. It's the one that keeps you up at night, where you're just like, oh, my phone's got another notification on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. The push notifications, all I mean by that is it's built into Periscope, meaning when you go live on Periscope, everybody's phone makes that weird noise, or it makes that notification noise. So Periscope takes care of that automatically for you. So if you have 500 people following you, and you go live, as long as they didn't turn off their notification, Periscope is going to automatically make that noise. They're automatically going to make that noise wherever their phone is, in their pocket, in front of them, on their table, wherever. Those 500 people are going to get hit with that noise saying, hey, somebody's live on Periscope. And then they're going to look over and they're going to say, hey, this is somebody I know. Do I want to watch it live? And then they're going to go a step further and say, well, is it a good headline? Is this something I want to watch? Is it a good headline? Or will it be quick? Will it get right to the point? Those are your push notifications. So the bigger that number is, that's why you want to just keep doing these. I've even found that you don't even want to just do a 30-minute one. You want to do 5-6-minute ones, because it gets more discovery people in there in the early stages of these days of Periscope.